My name is Eric Soto, and myself, along with David Foxworthy, are the co-head coaches of Lincoln High School Girls Golf. And I'm very excited to present Tuesday over here as the 65 Sports Athlete of the Month. Tuesday is a sophomore golfer on our team. This is her second year on the team. Last year, she was great, and we were very excited to have her come back. Team this year is looking solid. We have Tuesday returning, which we knew she was, and a great foundation to build our team around.
I was really excited to hear about it from Coach Soto and Coach Foxworthy because it's just one of the accomplishments I've made. So it's just kind of happy to see how far I've come along and see how what I do pays off. Just kind of the award with it.
It's a great start to the year. Awesome way to get this season going, and I can't think of anybody more deserving than Tuesday. Looking back at last year, was a solid golfer to start with. The first 3 matches last year were all 44s. She's coming this year and on an average is 7.5 strokes better this year than she was last year.
The first match we did was at Cadavadera for preseason. That's where I shot 35, which I was very excited about, and I haven't shot that low in a really long time, so I was excited about that. And then we played another match here during preseason, and I shot a 38.
Tuesday talked about the 35 she shot at Cadavadera. What she didn't mention is her first tee shot of the day went into a hazard. And so we saw her ball, and she could have played it. There was an opportunity to get a club on it, and she could have played it. She made the smart decision. She decided, I think I'm going to take my drop instead. She hit it on the green, 2-putted, made a bogey, which was the smart play. Went on, birdied 2 par 3s, ended up shooting a 35. So after the round, we really praised her for making such a wise decision, because as coaches we can't offer that advice on the golf course. So it was 100% Tuesday making the decision. I'm not going to be a hero. I'm going to do the smart thing, and I'm going to just try to make my bogey and move on. So the decision making with Tuesday is huge, and we've let her know that. Just watching some of her scores last year, she hit the ball great last year, but like she said, it was 1 or 2 holes. It would be a double here, a triple there, and she's eliminating that this season. She's still playing. She's playing even better, and she's eliminating the big number, which is why her scores are so much improved.
Well, always before my round, I always try and remind myself, okay, I know I've worked for this, I've practiced it, I know what I'm doing. So when I go out and play and I get into a situation, which isn't always the best, I just try and remember, okay, you know what you're doing. You just need to stop and breathe for a second and just remember why you're here, what you're doing, and just remember that you can do it. So, and I would just try and think about that before I start too. Well, I love my teammates. I think they can learn a lot from me, but I feel like I can learn a lot from them too, because some of them are just starting out, so they're not too hard on themselves. And so I look at them like, okay, they have the ability to be positive, so can I. So that's kind of what I learned from them.
Well, what amazes me about Tuesday is she's a sophomore, and she has emerged as the team leader. As coaches, we don't assign you're the team leader, you're the team leader. They tend to emerge, and Tuesday's definitely emerged as the team leader. We'll see her down on the driving range and on the chipping green and on the putting green. Coach and I will be with another couple of players, and we'll look over, and Tuesday is working with maybe some of the newer players or even some of the players with a little more experience, and just offering them tips, offering them, I notice you're doing this, you're doing that, try this. And we're not telling her to do that. She is taking it upon herself to help her teammates out, because more practice like that makes for stronger teammates and makes for a stronger team, and she knows that. And what's great about Tuesday is she knows this is an individual sport. Golf is an individual game, but she also knows that with high school golf, it is a huge team component as well, and Tuesday wants the team to be good. Can't tell whether she just birdied a hole or triple bogeyed a hole. One thing that Tuesday is always done great at, but I know is just doing so well at right now, is getting past difficult situations. She gets a lot of compliments from other coaches about how she behaves on the golf course. And I mean, we expect it. We expect that athletes, that players ought to behave that way, and unfortunately it doesn't always happen. But Tuesday is just the model of demeanor, of etiquette out there, and people are recognizing that, and we get compliments. And as a coach, what you want to hear is another coach coming up to you and saying, hey, that's a great kid you have there. I saw her double bogey number 7. Just moved on to number 8, and it's great to get those compliments, and then we pass them on to Tuesday, and I think she likes to hear them as well.
I used to be really tough on myself, and I learned to not be as tough, I guess, to see more of the positive on it. So what I've learned lately is because we talked about earlier how I had the big triple bogeys every once in a while when I'm playing a good round. What I've learned is to prevent those just after one mistake. Okay, yes, it happened, accept it, but now it's over. So don't try and fix it by making another mistake, so you're adding those up. So I've learned how to control that lately, and I think it's drastically changed my scores.